So, what are you doing?
Don't mind me. I'm just doing some future upgrades for season 2 of our show. Well, my show, of course. Well, time for another review. And unlike last time, this is going to be a good one. So, let us begin.
Miałaś fos! Si tu cherches un peu de gaieté, viens donc faire un tour à Lambé. Si tu cherches un peu de gaieté, viens donc faire un tour à Lambé. Si aux examens tu t'es planté, viens donc faire un...
Welcome to Fandemic, where we thoroughly analyze various types of independent or fan-made media. I'm your host, Indie Fan. And welcome to another installment of E-Man. Welcome to the two-part finale of E-Man Month, also known as Fall of Grayskull, both the prequel comic and the movie. But before we get into those, let's take a look at a little history behind this project, shall we? A Kickstarter project made by filmmaker Daniel Benedict, Fall of Grayskull tells the story of the final confrontation between He-Man and the Heroic Warriors and the Evil Warriors led by Skeletor, leaving at risk the secrets of Castle Grayskull, as well as all the power in the universe. Naturally, the film was greenlit, filming started and got finished, and premiered in several theaters such as these. But the movie's not what we're about to cover today. We're going to be taking a look at the prequel comic. Why the prequel comic? Because I'm one for chronological order. Without further ado, let's dig into the Fall of Grayskull prequel comic. And this is the only Linkara reference I am doing. The cover is, well, nothing really special. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good for a comic cover, but it's just Skeletor, Triclops, and Evil Lyn looming over He-Man. And, unsurprisingly, He-Man has a new power sword. Sorry, but it's not like the power sword had multiple incarnations by a long shot. And so our comic begins with opening text. At the center of the universe exists Eternia, a world where science and magic meld to form heroes and villains unimagined by us. And upon contact by the human race, they would often be confused as LARPers. And then the text tells us about how Skeletor is evil, He-Man's good, and Skeletor wants Castle Grayskull for the power. Nothing new, pretty much. We then see Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Shadow Weaver, Triclops, and Beastman inside the ancient ruins of a temple. I cannot read this. The writing is too old. Your incompetence, Evil Lyn, is why I had to look elsewhere for assistance. Shadow Weaver, open the door. And try not to blow up the door this time. This door looks pretty nice. Really ties the room together. So Shadow Weaver, with ease, opens the door. Yeah, the Amulet of Elders at long last. I can't wait to look fabulous in this thing. So Shadow Weaver then tries to grab the amulet, but Skeletor stops him and orders Beastman to do it. However, all that does is pretty much burn his fur and skin off, leaving him to perhaps be an extra for the Raiders of the Lost Ark remake, as Belloc's skeleton.
Fatality.
Then we see Skeletor with a facial expression similar to the Blues Brothers SNES game. I was trying to tell you that only those who possess magic can lay hold of the amulet. But isn't Skeletor a sorcerer too? However, Skeletor responds by saying he no longer needs Shadow Weaver and orders Triclops to shoot her. And Evil Lyn then proceeds to seal the entrance away, leaving Shadow Weaver inside. Okay, I know Skeletor often treats his minions like total shit, but don't you think with a little stunt like that, that's gonna cause his minions to turn on him? And Shadow Weaver lights up the cave. You'll regret crossing me, Skeletor. Not that I did not expect this. It's not like I could have just killed you while nobody's looking and then take over. And then we see Shadow Weaver opening a scroll. We soon find out that there is a small shard of the Starseed located near Grayskull. Despite it lacking the added power from the Elders, it could rival the amulet's strength. And of course, she breaks free. Blowing up the door that really tied the room together will teach Skeletor to cross with me. Meanwhile, at Castle Grayskull, we see a massive battle taking place between the heroic warriors, which mostly consist of Tila, He-Man, and Man-at-Arms, Orko, King Randor, Roboto, and Battlecat, and several Eternian guards, well, majority of them anyway, and the evil warriors consisting of Scaraglow, Clawful, Whiplash, and these androids, and from the looks of it, they don't really look like Horde troopers. Take Battlecat to the palace, to the royal physicians! And don't forget to give him his bladder medication! And amidst the battle, He-Man takes down both Whiplash and Clawful, only for Man-at-Arms to be horribly impaled by Scaraglow, resulting in He-Man decapitating Scaraglow and seeing his mortally wounded father, King Randor, on the ground. He-Man, please make sure Adam is safe. Father! No, wait, Randor! Then see Tila and several Eternian soldiers fighting off not Horde troopers until we see Blast Attack, yell kaboom, and explode. When in reality, the correct thing to say before exploding is Allah Akbar. Still no. Okay, you know what? That's it. I'm shutting you off. No one tells me to be politically correct on my show. So while He-Man's taking on legions of not Horde troopers, Skeletor takes him down with one blast. Drain his power. Make him sit through War and Peace, Gone with the Wind, and then Metropolis. Joking aside, however, Evil Lyn does drain He-Man of his power. The evil warriors, alongside a captured He-Man, enter Grayskull, and Shadow Weaver then resurrects Tila. And so our comic ends with Tila and Shadow Weaver forming an alliance. Fine, but I promise you this, if you cross me, I will see you burn. Let us make our plan. To be concluded in the film, Fall of Grayskull. The movie that will still leave things unanswered. Aside from that, the comic is actually pretty good. The artwork kicks ass and pays homage to the original cartoon and the 2000X cartoon. And despite some obvious questions that were left unanswered, besides where's Trapjaw, Mechanic, Fisto, Stratos, Merman, as well as other memorable characters, it does a good job of telling you how the events of the movie came to be. Final analysis, a B. So yeah, all in all, this isn't a bad read. I'd recommend it. Seeing it before the movie, however, is up to you. Well, that's it for this review. Join me next week as I take a look at the Fall of Grayskull movie. I'm IndieFan, and I'll catch you next time.